Hello friend, this is Swapnil and welcome to Learn SAP App App. So in this session, we are going to see how to add a value range to the standard domain and even how to change the description of standard data element in SAP App App. Okay. So friends, today we are going to make changes in a standard data dictionary object, that is a domain and the data elements. Okay. So I hope you must have created some custom domain and data element for your requirement, and you know what is a domain and data element. Okay, but still I will give you a small introduction about the domain and data element, so it will be helpful to the people who are new to the SAP ABAP. Okay, so what is a domain in SAP ABAP? So domain is an object which specifies technical information of a field in a table, example data type, length, value range, etc. Okay, so as we discuss, we are going to append the value range to the standard domain. Okay, so what is the value range of domain? So SAP table entries can be restricted using the domain fixed value, and we can maintain the domain fixed value at a domain level, so while creating the domain. Okay, so in this video I will show you how to add a value range to the standard domain. Okay, and even the how to change the description of the data element, standard data element. Okay, so what is a data element in SAP ABAP? So data element is an object which specifies semantic information of the field, example field label, heading, data element specific by the field label and the heading for this field. Okay, so why we use this data element and domain in SAP? So whenever we are creating a new table or adding a field to an existing table, we need a specified field label and a data type for the field. So in SAP we maintain this value in this form of data element and the domain. Okay, so let's see all these things practically. Okay, but before that, if you are the first time on my channel, or if you still didn't subscribe to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of such technical videos. Okay, so stay tuned till the end and keep watching Learn SAP ABAP.
Okay, so I will go to the SE11. Okay, and I will take the example of the DD02 table. Okay, so in this table, as we have a field called a table category. Okay, table class. I will double click on the table class, and as you can see in the domain 11, just double click on the domain 11. So in the value range, you can see there some value defined over here: transparent table structure, cluster table, pool table, general, and append structure. Okay, first of all I will just execute this table. Okay, let me execute this table with. Okay, and I will choose I will reduce the entries. Okay, we'll take 50 entries, and I will show the value of that particular domain. Okay, now if you can see this table category column, if I will click and will click on the F for help here. Okay, so you can see the value whatever we have seen right now, like transparent in structure, cluster, pool, uh, view, append structure. Okay, so I will close this pop-up now. Okay, so what we are going to do is, in this particular value range, we are going to add one more value. Okay, to this standard domain. Okay, like here we can say the include, and we will give the name as the include structure. Okay, so let's see how we can implement those things. For that reason, what we need to do is just double click on this table categories and go inside this domain, and in the value range. Okay, so now here we have to append the next value. Okay, we have to just enter net value. For that, what I will do, and the two in the menu bar, you have to just click on the go to, and in go to you can find fixed value append right here. As you can see here, fixed value append. So I will select this thing, fixed value append. Okay, so now then it will ask for the append structure. So here I will give the z include. Okay, okay, so now here I have to give the include. I will give the include value range. Okay, the description, and here fixed value I will type as include, and here we will give the include structure. Okay, we'll check and activate the check. Yes, it just select the package, but as of now I'm not selecting any package. We'll store in a local object. Okay, and just activate those. It will take some time to activate this particular fixed value. Okay, so once you activate, you can see this messages. Okay, warning messages. I will click on back. Okay, so now you can see this is a active. Okay, I will go back. Now I will see the value at the domain level. Okay, so now if I will click on this domain, so in the value range, you can see the new value added, which is a include structure. Okay, so so let me execute this table once again. Okay, I will execute this table. Okay. I will filter out the selection criteria. I want 15 entries. Okay. Okay. So now, if I will click on this for help, so now you can see the new value is also added, right? Which one we have added, right? Include structure here, as you can see here. Okay. So this is a way you can add the value range to the standard domain. Okay. So now, but let's suppose you need this, you have to just delete this include. So how you can delete? Okay. Delete this. I will go back. Okay, go back. Okay, so I will double click on this table category. Okay, but now as you can see, there is no any option called delete. Okay, for this particular, will say delete. Okay, let's suppose if you try to delete from here, no, it will ask for the access key. Okay, so now we have to delete. How we can delete this? So for that, then what we need to do is, okay, so again we have to click on this go to and just click on the fixed values. Okay, and here you can say the include, right? Whatever we have added. Okay, so just we have to just click on select it, and we have to click on the delete up and here. Okay, so we have to press delete, then it will display the pop-up message, and you have to just click on the delete. Okay, so once we delete, it will again take some time. Okay, so now as you can see, this is again this showing messages. Okay, I will go back. Okay, so now as you can see the still the you can see the value. Let me refresh this once again. Double click and so we'll click on the value range again. So now as you can see, there is no include structure. Okay, let me execute the table also. Will show you inside the table also. Okay, execute filter with the filter is 50 entries. Okay, so now if I will select this table category and I will click on the F4 help. So now if we check on the what are the entry available, so now as you can see, there is all the entry except that include, right? Because we have deleted that things. Okay, so this is the way you can add the value range to the standard domain. Okay, so this was the one thing. So now let's suppose I will go to the again SC11. Okay, we'll take the now example of the another table. Okay, we'll let's suppose BUT 000. Okay, now let's suppose we want to make the changes in the description. As you can see, for the zero sort one we have a search term for PP. Okay, for BU sort 2 we have a name for search term 2 for business partner. Okay, so now let's suppose we have to make the changes in the description of this data element. Okay, so how we can do that? Okay, for that reason what we need to do, I will go to the first of all I will just copy this BU sort 2. Okay, I will go to the CMO/transaction. From we have to click on the menu, text element, keywords, and then we have here call option called change. Okay, I will click on the change. I will paste the domain here. Okay, or data element whatever we had copied from this BUT 000 table. I will click on the change. Now as you can see, it will display the all the name of this particular standard domain or this description of the standard domain. Okay, so what we have to make the changes for this. Okay, so here what I will do, search term for BP PUS PART. Okay, business partner we will write, and we click on the save. When store it in a transport. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so now as you can see, the data element BU sort 2 is activated. Okay, so now I will go to the again BUT 000 table slash NSE C11. Okay, BU2 000. I will click on the display. So now if you have a look on this BU sort to table sort to data element, so you can see the we have changed this description. Okay, so now it reflected inside this standard table as right BU sort to. And as you can see the BU sort. Let's suppose I will again change to the BU BP. Okay, so I will show you once again. C mode, C mode. Okay, go to text enhancement keyword change. Here I will paste a beautiful sort to and okay, and here BS partner I will type as a BP. Okay, and we'll click on the save. will store in a transport and click on OK. We will display. Okay, so now as you can see here, view sort to the description of this business description of the data element as a search term for two. Okay, so today we have seen the two different thing, right? To add the value range to the standard domain, okay, and to change the description of this standard data element. Okay,
If you like this video, then press the like button below. If you have any doubt, then write me in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about a app, then visit to my website www.learnacpapp.com. The link is also given in the description. And please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification about my next upcoming videos. Okay, so friends, bye, signing out.